Hello, everyone. I thought I'd look up some more 90s and 2000s movies, and the first movie I thought of was Little Giants, and this was the movie that one of the football plays was the annexation of Puerto Rico, and that was one of my favorite parts of the movie. It was my favorite part, actually. Should be interesting. Let's look at the cast of the film. Wow, look at this. This is what these people are now. You see this? These people? I keep talking about the annexation of Puerto Rico is the funniest. That's the name of the football player. That was the best part, I thought. Is that this kid? I'm trying to remember which one's second, but I was laughing so hard that part. Yeah, John Madden was in the movie. Moranis. Yes, that was such a good movie. Classic stuff. Times, good times. Life. Interesting. What else was a good one? This movie was legitimate. Eric Von Detten, remember him? Yeah, I remember all these people pretty much. That's the guy from the original show. So this was Eddie, like in this movie. He played the dad in this movie, but he was Eddie Haskell on the original show. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I think I got it right. This was such a good movie. Yeah, that's the kid that played Beaver. Looks like Elijah Wood, right? He was on the football team. I remember that. So funny. Eddie Haskell. That was all right? Oh wait, was this the scene? Do you remember the scene where they were like hiding? They were like hiding behind and like spying on them because like man, like Wally ditched us. Do you remember that? Oh man, that was so funny. Oh man, I miss when movies like this used to come out. They don't do those anymore. That was the mean girl at school, right? That was so funny though when he was on football. I was just asleep over. They were in the tent. And I haven't seen this movie in years. This movie had such good like 90s family movie music. Yeah, I remember. Is that when they was that when they snuck out during the sleepover? I haven't seen it in a while. Oh wow, look at that. All these 90s movies. Rookie of the Year, baby, Daniel Stern, the guy that Daniel Stern was in the movie. He's the guy that liked hot ice, remember? Oh, that's his friend. That's him now. It's the coach. Look at this. Look at us. That's so weird. That's what he looks like now. I'm trying to see if they have anybody else. This movie was classic. Oh man, I miss this. Such a good movie. What was I just about to look up here? About to look up the new movie. Let's do this one first. This one is a classic. I used to watch this a lot. I was obsessed with this film. Oh, that's him now. It was a while ago. He was, this came out like 19 years ago. Yeah, it was 2004. They might have filmed it before that too. On future best movies. Yeah, such a good movie. Good times, people. $6. It's like $1 an hour. Rex Kwando. That's so funny. Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei. Classic. They took a photo of this photo exists. Uncle Rico. Look at me like that. Point. Did you get out of my life? Shut up. That was such a good movie, man. This movie was so funny. This was cool how the credits were like this. I like that. Interesting. Oh, I remember now. Would you think it was gonna be? Every time I think of medieval times, I think of this movie. Yeah, Kate Winslet and Daniel Craig were in this movie before they were famous. This was such a good movie. There's a, there's a photo of Daniel Craig and Kate Winslet, I think. They end up together in the movie, and like there's a photo of them together, but it's not on. Oh, I remember this part. I might have to like find it on here. Sorry, people. Yeah, but yeah. I might have to go in here and find it. It is Daniel Craig. Uh, there it is. See, isn't that weird? They were in this movie like from my childhood, and I didn't even like know it was them at the time, obviously, because they weren't famous yet. That's crazy though. Like this is their best movie too. In this case, it's probably second best movie because Rookie of the Year. And they went on to do at least Kate Winslet went on to do Oscar movies. Daniel Craig went on to do the James Bond movies. Did you know I can name every Best Picture winner and the years they came out in a row? Did you know I could do that off the top of my head? 95 Best Picture winners at the Oscars. Did you know I could do it? Doesn't mean I love the movies. I didn't even see all of them. I saw 38 of them, but did you know I could do it? Want me to do it right now? I'm too nervous. Never done it on camera before. Did you believe me if I just leave my screen like this? Or do I have to cover my eyes? Because I'm this is like what you're seeing on my screen is it like this is I can't see anything else on here. All right, I'm just going to do the Wings, 1927, The Broadway Melody, 1929, All Quiet on the Western Front, 1930, Cimarron, 1931, Grand Hotel, 1932, Cavalcade, 1933, It Happened One Night, 1934, Mutiny on the Bounty, 1935, The Great Ziegfeld, 1936, The Life of Emile Zola, 1937, You Can't Take It With You, 1938, Gone with the Wind, 1939, Rebecca, 1940, How Green Was My Valley, 1941, Mrs. Miniver, 1942, Casablanca, 1943, Going My Way, 1944, The Lost Weekend, 1945, The Best Years of Our Lives, 1946, Gentleman's Agreement, 1947, Hamlet, 1948, All the King's Men, 1949, All About Eve, 1950, An American in Paris, 1951, The Greatest Show on Earth, 1952, From Here to Eternity, 1953, On the Waterfront, 1954, Marty, 1955, Around the World in 80 Days, 1956, The Bridge on the River Kwai, 1957, Gigi, 1958, Ben-Hur, 1959, The Apartment, 1960, West Side Story, 1961, Lawrence of Arabia, 1962, Tom Jones, 1963, My Fair Lady, 1964, The Sound of Music, 1965, A Man for All Seasons, 1966, In the Heat of the Night, 1967, Oliver, 1968, Midnight Cowboy, 1969, Patton, 1970, The Finnish Connection, 1971, The Godfather, 1972, The Sting, 1973, The Godfather Part 2, 1974, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, 1975, Rocky, 1976, Annie Hall, 1977, The Deer Hunter, 1978, Kramer versus Kramer, 1979, Ordinary People, 1980, Chariots of Fire, 1981, Gandhi, 1982, Terms of Endearment, 1983, Amadeus, 1984, Out of Africa, 1985, Platoon, 1986, The Last Emperor, 1987, Rain Man, 1988, Driving Miss Daisy, 1989, Dances with Wolves, 1990, The Silence of the Lambs, 1991, Unforgiven, 1992, Schindler's List, 1993, Forrest Gump, 1994, Braveheart, 1995, The English Patient, 1996, Titanic, 1997, Shakespeare in Love, 1998, American Beauty, 1999, Gladiator, 2000, A Beautiful Mind, 2001, Chicago, 2002, The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, 2003, Million Dollar Baby, 2004, Crash, 2005, The Departed, 2006, No Country for Old Men, 2007, Slumdog Millionaire, 2008, The Hurt Locker, 2009, The King's Speech 2010, The Artist 2011, Argo 2012, 12 Years a Slave 2013, Birdman, Or the Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance 2014, Spotlight 2015, Moonlight 2016, The Shape of Water 2017, Green Book 2018, Parasite 2019, Nomadland 2020, Coda 2021, Everything Everywhere All at Once 2022. Man. Well, I didn't read anything off my wall. You can look right here. There's nothing there. I could do the books of the Bible too, 66. I have read them all. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel, 1 Kings, 2 Kings, 1 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Songs, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel, Daniel, Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, Romans, 1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, 1 Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians, 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy, Titus, Philemon, Hebrews, James, 1 Peter, 2 Peter, 1 John, 2 John, 3 John, Jude, Revelation. I can do things. Okay. All right. What was it? Oh, yeah, Kid and King Arthur's Court. Braveheart won that year. Toy Story was the biggest box office movie. But yeah, great. What was I gonna look up next? I should just end the video there, right? Like I think I already did enough. I'll make another video if I want to. American Pie. That's so weird. He did American Pie. I never saw this. Is he doing American Pie? What? Wednesday, Martin. What's up, buddy? What's up, my buddy? What's up, my buddy? What's up, my buddy? I love you. I love you. My buddy. I love you, buddy. Buddy. All right. End of the video. Thanks for watching. Do not like, do not subscribe. Don't watch this channel ever again. All right. Don't ever watch it. Don't even look at me. Stop looking at me, everybody. Stop. I have to stop the recording. Bye.